Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special video. Today we are taking a look at the recently added Dreadnoughts in Arma 3. Now, this is sort of a add-on on the There's Only War mod, and is made by Webknight, the same modder who also made a very cool melee Jedi lightsaber mod. And basically, he is doing God's work with making all these very unique and awesome mods, because don't underestimate what he did. He made a whole new unit with a new skeletal system that animates very convincingly, and even has custom movesets like a melee attack, but also, and this is the only thing in the actual character model here, you cannot really see that they have weapons attached to them, but if you go to the arsenal, you can actually equip them with 3 different weapons, and they all work. It's really cool. We have the assault cannon. Let's actually take a look here. We have the assault cannon. Then also the last cannon, double last cannon here. Very, very powerful. And even a multi-melta-gun. And they look awesome. Again, the only thing is that if you go back here, you don't necessarily see them, but that's just a minor thing. And they animate very cool. They have some special movesets, like create a smoke screen, go into overdrive, and it's just absolutely fantastic. There's a lot of different Space Marine factions you can also have them as. Here we have the Imperial Fists and Blood Ravens, but also, for example, the Salamanders are in there, the Raven Guard, and a lot more. And for today's video, I'm just going to do a match, Dreadnoughts versus Dreadnoughts and Space Marines. Not necessarily against orcs, but I really wanted to showcase, both what it is as on the defensive side and on the offensive side with the Dreadnoughts and how that works. Now, the AI, unfortunately, will not move with the Dreadnoughts, but they will actually shoot at the enemy, and it's just absolutely amazing. Of course, we will have this in Clash of the Worlds as well, but currently we're at Krieg, of course, just attacked Earth, so we're not ready yet to actually introduce the Dreadnought, so all in due time, and that is why I wanted to do this special video, because this mod definitely deserves a spotlight. Alright everybody, here we are as the mighty Dreadnoughts, as we waddle our way into battle. The cool thing about the Dreadnoughts is they have some exclusive movesets, including a melee attack, which is beautifully animated, but also if you hold Shift-J, you can go into overdrive, which is really, really cool, and for 30 seconds, I can go a little bit faster. You see the Space Marines heading into battle. You can actually aid them. I chose the one with the last cannons, as you can see. One hitting freaking Space Marines. No longer are they an issue. And again, as mentioned before, the only kind of problem is that the AI won't really move all that much with them. They will fire at you if you are close enough. The other way, ooh, look at that! I got a double kill with that. Double Space Marine kill. You can actually see the smoke coming from their weapons. They are firing, but very, very little. And we will actually take a look at the other variants, the one with the melta-gun, maybe also the one with the autocannon. The auto one does not really damage the armor of the Dreadnoughts that much. I actually see now that the armor set here with my character is a little bit bugged. Oh, a little bit of a jump there. Trying to get close enough to where I can showcase the melee attack, because it is really, really cool. This one will be my victim. It looks cool from both third person or first. There you go. Now I don't know if you actually heard that, but there is a very satisfying crunch and squishing sound. And even the enemies screaming. So that's very, very cool. I love it. Yeah, look at that. The blood and everything. Really gruesome. Again, from first or third person. Looks really good as well. I do prefer it first, because again, you can hear the screaming, the splattering. And this would be, of course, super, super satisfying to use on enemies like orcs. Reason why I stuck with having Dreadnoughts versus Dreadnoughts and Space Marines is because that way there is still a little bit of competition. Surprise! And again, even though the armor that you can see in the bottom left is bugged out, I do think I actually took some damage. Oh, you can actually see some SF or effects there from the melt-a-gun. As you can see, if you don't aim in first person... Oh, there you can. Yeah, there you have the melt-a-gun firing. So they will fire at enemies, the AI I'm talking about now, but you have to be in a certain position. And the cool thing, of course, too, again, the AI is not that well adept at moving. But what, of course, is very cool is to have a scenario that you play with friends where maybe not all of you are Dreadnoughts, but let's say 3 or 4 of you are Space Marines, and one actually is a Dreadnought. Oop. I can help you that way. Cool thing too, I'm now actually trying to take down this Dreadnought, is that there are some very nice looking animations for if they die. Obviously, if you want to destroy them fast, you have to use the Melta on them, but here we go. So there, gets on his knees and falls over. And the really cool thing about this is that there's actually a second animation where if you attack him, he has a chance to fall backwards instead of to the front. I feel like squished Space Marine. God, it looks so good. Some other unique things is you can set up a smoke screen and also turn on some lights if you're playing in the dark. The autocannon version is mostly to deal with infantry. You have like 6,000 rounds, so you can do a lot of damage there, but won't really be able to do anything against other Dreadnoughts. And the Melt-A-Gun is really too inaccurate to deal with any infantry, and really is for dealing with other vehicles only. And so my pick would always be the lascannon version, because even though it has a pretty slow cooldown, you can use it both for anti-vehicle and anti-infantry, as you can see. Let's actually switch it up. Let's actually be a Dreadnought with a Melt-A-Gun, and let's actually melt some vehicles here. Alright, here we are. We got the multi-Melt-A-Gun, and if you go and aim down sights, you actually get this. Again, showcasing it's not as accurate. But you saw me hitting that Dreadnought and it's already down. There you go. That's the power of a Melt-A-Gun. This one, of course, can also go into overdrive. The overdrive actually also has a cooldown. I could have used it more last time, but still. And again, this mod creator is absolutely doing God's work, and I cannot thank him enough for it. It's also what I really like about this mod, the Warhammer 40k mod for Arma, is it seems that the mod creators are very relaxed of other people contributing to the mod. I know that there are some modding communities out there. The mods created, they're super, super strict on who can use their assets or can contribute to stuff. These guys seem pretty relaxed. And, you know, I think that's very cool. It promotes cooperation. And it almost reminds me how, you know, Warhammer 40k does it himself, where if you want to create a game by it, anyone can do that. As long as you ask permission, you know, pitch your plan. That's kind of what I feel about this. Again, this is not part of the main mod, the main Warhammer mod, yet it is so good. It deserves to be in it. Oh, you even hear screaming when they melt like that. That's very cool. There you go. Another Dreadnought down. There you actually saw the animation now where they fall backwards. This one, of course, also has the melee attack. And very cool. Does not have as much ammo. So this is definitely strong, but this is if you have to deal with some nasty vehicles or armor positions. Would be very interesting to see how well it does against something big like an Orc Stompa. And the main mod also has not been updated for quite a while, so I'm super glad that other people are still working on it and that it's not an issue. There you go. That's another one. Alright. We'll probably finish with the autocannon version. Again, I won't really be able to do anything against these Dreadnoughts, but we'll slaughter some more Space Marines. Alright, here we are with the Assault Cannon. Starting now on the right flank. As you can see, there's an enormous amount of kickback if you shoot. Not necessarily one-hit kills. Still, though, there's very few shots to take him down, but the whole shaking, and it's not only because I'm shooting, it's also because I'm getting shot at. But it is a very cool version, but it's definitely the least dangerous of the 3 Dreadnoughts currently in the game. Yeah, that doesn't obviously mean much. You still, if you are a Space Marine, you are absolutely screwed if you beat this thing. And the cool thing too, someone like Paramedic has made a very cool single-player mission for Warhammer. And it's very awesome because there's like some boss encounters, etc. And you could really have, you know, one Dreadnought or something as a cool boss encounter and have to deal with it. Maybe if you make it like a co-op mission, something very cool about it. Because I would definitely like to see more scripted missions, you know, linear missions for Arma 3 with the Warhammer 40k mod, instead of all the Liberation missions out there. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Liberation missions, but they're all the same, and it feels more algorithmic than, you know, a tight linear story, because by now, the Warhammer 40k mod for Arma 3 is so vast, and there's definitely still room for more things to be added, but again, you have the Space Marines, including not only the units, but also, or the infantry, but also Predators, Rhinos. We have now the Dreadnoughts, multiple weapons. We have the Imperial Guard. We have the Tau. We have the Orcs, the Necrons. There's so much out there that, you know, you could make Chaos, of course, too. You could make a short, like, campaign, and that might be something that I'm going to do, where ideally you don't want to play alone, you want to play co-op with maybe 3 or 4 friends. Because again, the biggest issue with the Dreadnoughts currently is that the AI does not seem to want to move at all. And in case you're wondering, I did give those units the order to move. You can see though now that they are firing at the enemies. They're firing, they're aiming, so that's not necessarily that much of an issue. They might not be very accurate though. That Space Marine right there is just chilling. No, not anymore. You can see there that my armor took some damage. And it's an excellent battle. The cool thing too is that since I don't think the game recognizes the Dreadnought as an armor unit, could be wrong there though, but I don't think so because it has a unique skeleton. But it's really not very laggy. I think we have like 20 or 25 Dreadnoughts in this map, and then a ton of Space Marines. And the frame rate dips a little bit in the beginning, but not as much as if I were to have, say, 30 tanks. Both drivers ready. Let's actually finish the video with another nice squish. Would love... Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, no, actually, this Dreadnought did a funky looking animation. I thought he actually got destroyed. Oh, here we go.
Fire all you want, puny Space Marine. For the Emperor!
Oh, it's so good. I cannot. This will never get old. It's fantastic. It's one of the best mods I've ever seen for any game. Don't run. Oh, look at that. They did actually manage to take one down. Oh, my armor's... Oh, there you go. Heavy bolter. Does do damage against us. So, also for those wondering, no, the Space Marines are not entirely defenseless against these things. It just takes a lot of time. Actually, maybe I might be getting hit by my own unit there, by the melta gun. I'm not too sure there. I'm dead, though. Alright, guys, that is the end then of the video. Fantastic mod. Absolutely great. Cannot wait to see what more great mods will come from this creator and what new updates we will have for the Warhammer to make it even a better mod than it already is. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.